Hey, this is Bill Ressmeyer from Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage, and just want to set up a scenario for you right now. Let's say you're Sunday afternoon, you're out, you're looking at houses, you walk into an open house, and all of a sudden somebody comes up to you, the real estate agent, and hits you with this form and asks you to sign it. And your question is, do I have to sign the form? Well, the short answer is no. You really don't have to sign the form. But what the agent does have to do, they have to identify who they're working for. And that's what this form explains to you. This form basically explains to you who we work for. Okay? Let's go to another scenario. Let's take a look at a car dealership. Let's say you walk into a car dealership. You're talking to the salesman. You know who that salesman works for. You know who pays that salesperson. You know who he's negotiating for. Okay. The same thing with a home improvement guy or the cable guy that comes in and is selling you something. He's in your house. You're going to sign a contract for him to do his services, but you know who he's negotiating for. Okay. Let's look at a real estate agency now. All right. We don't have products to sell. We don't have, our services are basically to put together two people to create a transaction. And basically, if you look at the definition of agency, it's a business or organization established to provide a particular service, typically one that involves organizing transactions between two parties. So we don't have inventory that we own. We are selling somebody else's property. So it makes sense that we represent that person. But here's where it gets a little sticky, okay? New York State developed this form basically as consumer protection to make sure that we disclose not only to the public, but also to other agents and sellers who we represent. Now, in New York State, you're either a seller's agent or a broker's agent. Okay, a seller's agent basically is going to, they represent the seller. They're usually the listing agent. That's who is the seller's agent. Broker's agent is somebody that might bring a buyer to the seller's agent to sell their listing. Okay, now there's something else. There's something called a buyer's agent. Now, a buyer's agent is something where you would hire a real estate agent to represent you. And that would be done with it could be done verbally, but really it's preferably if you do it with a written agreement, because then everything's spelled out who's responsible for what. There's something else also called a dual agency, but I'm not going to get into that right now. What I want to do is I just want to kind of give you a background on what this form is all about and just let you know, it says this is not a contract. And what you're signing on the back is just a verification that you've been given a copy of this. So next time you go to an open house and a real estate agent puts this form in front of you, don't be afraid to sign it. It's basically just, and you don't have to sign it. But, you know, it's just basically something that we need to do to present to you and to let you know who we are working for. This is Bill Ressmeyer from Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.